We begin now the press conference with the coach. Please remember, same procedure, one question per intervention, identify yourself. Comenzamos ahora la rueda de prensa con el entrenador. Recuerden, una pregunta por intervención. Behind. Y debemos identificarnos antes con el nombre y el medio.
Adelante.
Hola. Hola, mister.
Hello. Real Madrid TV. How's the team doing, Carlo? How is Real Madrid before this match against Chelsea? We're good. We're okay, motivated. As always. These are all important games in an amazingly important competition. We're thinking that we have to have a very complete game. 90 minutes remain. We all know that in this type of competition anything could happen. We'll be ready to play at our best. Hello. I wanted to ask you if you found your starting 11, and with respect to Camavinga, that you said a few years ago was a temporary fix, playing him at left back. Do you think he's got the skills to stay there? Starting 11 is difficult to say. One day I can think I've got the starting 11, and the next day someone that doesn't play much could come in and have a good game. That changes your ideas. So this squad changes my ideas a lot. We have lots of resources in the team. Just an 11 is not giving respect to all the other players who aren't playing as much but are still doing well. Camavinga tomorrow? No, his position. Camavinga's okay. What do you want me to say? Do you want me to tell you if he's playing left back or not? Yes, he will be. How are you doing? Just a curiosity tomorrow. Tomorrow's game is at 8 PM tomorrow. If we played at 4 PM with the sun, could that influence the game tomorrow if we played with the sun? I think that playing the most important thing is playing football. Some teams could be more accustomed to playing in the afternoon, others in the evening. It changes. Depends what the demands for the team are different at night as they are at 4 or at 2 PM, so you have to be prepared to play at any time.
Sky Sports UK. It's been an interesting news conference with the Chelsea head coach and player. The player was Kepa, obviously Frank's the head coach. It emerged that Todd Burley, the chairman and co-owner, has been into the dressing room at the weekend to give an inspirational speech. Apparently he goes into the dressing room after every game. Frank Lampard says he's comfortable with that. How would you feel if the president came into the dressing room to speak to the players after every game?
I didn't understand. Lampard is comfortable or not?
He's comfortable.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's to have a speech from the owner. I think it could be an important motivation to the players. I think the Chelsea moment is not a good moment, and maybe to have a support of the club could inspire the player to play and to play better. I think it's a good mood to do this, and if the clubs wants to come to talk to the players, I have no problem, absolutely.
But if the president came in after every game into your domain, would you feel comfortable with that?
If he wants to talk to me every game, I am pleased to talk to him every game, because I think that the owner has the right to know what are the decisions of the managers. And so I think it's a right to the club to know what the manager does.
¿Qué tal, Carlo? A tu izquierda.
How are you doing, Carlo, on your left here? 10 years ago, Real Madrid were already celebrating the semi-finals, but it was a drama not winning the Champions League that year. If you qualify tomorrow, you'll be in your 4th semi-final in 4 years, having won it twice. Do you have the feeling that 10 years later, there's more pressure on your shoulders, more people have demands from you? In this club, it's very clear what we have to do. It's not always to win, but it's to compete until the end with all the energy that we have. We're going to compete. We're lucky enough to be in another semi-final, potentially a final. We have to go step by step. The objective now is the semi-final. That would be good this year. Yeah, we would have had a good season. This is the most important competition in the world. To get to the semi-final 2 years in a row is good. Kepa said a couple of hours ago that Real Madrid is the king of this competition. Do you feel like you're the kings of this competition? No. The club's history proves that they're the kings of history, but we're only a small part of this great history of the club. This club has managed to win this competition 14 times, so yes, this club is the king, and we're just a small part of this. We'd like to enlarge this history, become part of it even further, carrying on competing and trying to win this competition.
¿Qué tal, mister? Buenas tardes. Andrea Rubio de Televisión Española, no sé si lo ha visto.
Not sure if you've seen, but the president of Barcelona criticised Real Madrid, saying that Real Madrid are favoured by the referees. What's your opinion on Laporta's words? I haven't seen it because we were travelling. It's a topic that's under investigation, so I don't have an opinion on it. Not sure if you want to have the same team that started in the semi-finals of the Cup last week. If Nacho isn't playing, what have you said to him? Nacho's played a few times recently, and then in the Champions League he's not been playing. Is that something that can affect him? Can that affect? Yeah. Nacho could make the difference if he plays. If we play the same 11 that we won against Barcelona or Chelsea, that will affect Asensio, Ceballos, Nacho. And all those that don't play will be affected. That's normal. Same as what I said earlier. There are more than 11 players that deserve to play, but there's only 11 that can.
And you?
Very well, thank you. You said earlier this club is not in a good moment. Does it sadden you how far Chelsea have fallen this season? And Militao was asked about whether or not he would be playing for you next season as either a Brazilian international or a Real Madrid player. Could you clear that one up for us as well, please?
Do you want to clear me that I clear my situation? My situation, I already said that I don't like to speak about this, but I said this in Spain. I repeat here, I have a contract until 2024, and so I would like to stay in Real Madrid. And Chelsea has a difficult moment, and I'm thinking that the game tomorrow can be a great opportunity for them to move from this situation. And so we are aware of this, and we have to take in consideration this and to try to play at our best.
Hi, Carlo. Just a straightforward question. I know you're probably asked every week in Spain, but we take particular interest in Jude Bellingham over here, and we keep reading lots and lots of stories that he's going to be going to Real Madrid in the summer. I wonder if you could just tell us a little bit about it, whether actually you would be interested in signing him, please.
Unfortunately, Bellingham is Dortmund's player, and I don't like to talk about player of others' team. Sorry.
I expected that.
Buonasera Carlo, Irma dalle...
Good evening, Carlo. We've seen that you've got a lot of options for tomorrow for the game. So I imagine that Vinicius and Cruz will come back into the team. Are they available? They didn't play in the league on Saturday. It must seem easy, considering last year as well. What are the demands of the game on your squad, especially from a psychological perspective? It seems that tomorrow will be easy, given the result from the first leg. You showed an amazing strength in the first leg. The words from their coach was they're in a lot of difficulty. We're not thinking that it's easy. It's complete opposite of what we think. The players know it perfectly. I need to say this now to them. I know this competition very well. I know what can happen in football. I think last year we thought it would be the most difficult game against Chelsea, and we had the advantage. And then what happened. We struggled. We would want to suffer less tomorrow. I want to ask you about Cruz's position against Barca and against Chelsea. He was playing attacking midfield, box to box. Has this changed now? As he's getting older, is he playing deeper rather than further forward? I think his position doesn't change a lot. When he plays as a box-to-box midfielder, he moves a bit further out wide. When he's playing as a 6, he stays further back. Doesn't change how he controls the ball and his positioning. From a defensive point of view, doesn't change a lot either. We need a collective teamwork to support Cruz defensively, and we need modern football. If you don't defend with all 11, you've got a problem. If you have Cruz in as a 6 or as an 8, if you don't support everyone.
Prime Video Germany. Toni Kroos is about to extend his contract with Real Madrid. How important is Toni for your team?
Toni Kroos is a legend. He's a legend. He's doing really well. He's still in great condition, physically, mentally, and so I think, as he said last season, he would like to finish his career at Real Madrid. And I'm sure he will finish his career at Real Madrid.
One last question, última pregunta.
Hello, Kirill with team of Bulgaria. Dr. Ancelotti, I'm calling you doctor. Maybe the other colleagues did not know that you have a doctor honorable degree from a Bulgarian university 10 years ago. So, Dr. Ancelotti, I have too many questions. Do you regret a little bit that the first match was only 2-0, having in mind that you played 30 minutes with one man ahead? And if you go to the semi-final, which team do you prefer, Manchester City or Bayern Munich? Thank you, Dr. Ancelotti.
We have no regrets for the game because I think that we played at our best and we played a good game, and that's what we need to do. Is what we plan to do tomorrow, to play a good game, the best game that we can, and to try to reach the semi-final. And then when we are in semi-final, we will see.
Thank you.
Ciao.